My name's Andrew Astrike. I'm one of the co-founders along with Caroline Davison of The Perfect Dip.
So tell us about the problem you're solving.
Yeah, so over the past few years, we've seen a crazy health scare with COVID, and people are more conscious of sanitary products now than ever. Because of that, we've seen kind of a few gaps in people's day-to-day lives that they feel like they could be a lot safer. One of the issues we've seen are people eating salsa. So when people go to dip into a salsa bowl, they usually get their hands all dirty and they contaminate whatever salsa's in there. So our problem we're trying to solve there is how do we improve the process of when you eat salsa, queso, sauces, and other similar products.
So what is the current solution to this problem?
Yeah, so the current solution to this problem is you kind of have two options when you're eating salsa, queso, or other sauces in that category. So either one, you eat it directly out of the container, and so that kind of has its issues in itself. Either the container's too small or too big and you're contaminating the salsa, or you're not able to get a satisfying dip. The second option is to pour it into a bowl. And so with a bowl, not only will you still have the issue of getting your hands dirty, but there's also a lot of waste that comes with pouring it all into a bowl. And so our issue we were trying to solve is how do we not only reduce the amount of waste in creating a more satisfying dipping experience, but also creating a sanitary environment for our customers.
So what's the solution to this problem?
Yeah, so me and my co-founder Caroline, we wanted to kind of explore a lot of different options and how do you create the perfect dip for a customer. And so walking through that process, the first thing we wanted to do is always make sure that the salsa is at the top of the bowl. So because if it's always at the top, that means your hands aren't diving into the bowl and you're always getting that satisfying dip. And so what our process was like, okay, let's make something that kind of rises and falls based on the amount of salsa you have. And so jumping into this solution, we had to start going through various different engineer processes to see how we're going to get the bowl to rise and fall. Do we have a spring? Do we have a notch system? Do we have it unscrew like a deodorant stick? And so we kind of went through a few different stages.
All right, so walk me through your current design.
So our current design is a 3-piece design that we've created on 3D printing. And so what that is it has a notching system on each side, and you should be able to slide in and notch at every level that you want. Obviously this isn't the perfect model, but that's what we're trying to walk through. This is our 4th design. And with 3D printing, there becomes a lot of different issues that we had. We wanted to do a deodorant style originally, but the problem with the deodorant is 3D printing is not as accurate as other productions are using molds. And so that's what we'd kind of focus on our future designs is how do we improve an even better system than the notch, and also how do we mass produce, because obviously we can't 3D print every single model, and eventually we'd want to go into a mold or another way to produce it besides what we currently have.
So tell us about your market.
Yeah, because this is a pre-production idea, we had to send out surveys to kind of understand who would be interested in this product. So kind of our major first look at who our customer would be, we discovered that 95% of people that responded to our survey were females. And so females seemed to be a lot more interested in our product. And so initially, when we have a production design, we wanted to target females first. Some other kind of details we found were their age ranges from 30 to 40, they had kids, and we also kind of had some feedback on what would they like to see in this product. Some of the major feedbacks they talked about, they liked about the idea was the amount of waste that this product would save. So when you pour it into a big bowl, usually there's extra that can be wasted, and so with our bowl, you're only pouring the perfect amount in. Another thing that they said is how much cleaner this would be for their eating experience. So instead of their kids coming in and digging their hands in the bowl, they're able to get the perfect dip without getting their hands and contaminating the food. So going into our next design, that's what we'll be able to get our customer validation. We want to get a product that we can put in front of someone's hands, let them use it without us talking to them, and really truly seeing how they're going to use a product in their day-to-day life. Right now with our product and our current design, it's hard to do that, and that's why we're looking forward into our funding, and that's how we're going to be able to grow this business.
So what are your team's next steps for this product?
So yeah, as we walk through the design, we obviously understand this is our initial concept, and what we want to do is really finalize the design so we can start truly validating our customers. So what we are asking for is we're asking for $1,000, and because what we want to do is we want to get actual engineering students on this idea. Though me and my co-founder have battled through the first couple designs, we want someone where we can show, here's what we have right now. We'll be able to pay you for this, and we need 4 or 5 different designs with different shapes and sizes. What this funding will allow us to do is to create that kind of final design, and then we can start validating customers and seeing what customers' feedback is with the physical design in their hands.